Okay, so my next project, well, I have a couple between, but the next project I want to do is a shifter cart. So I got this one here. I did a scrap pile at the racetrack, and I started cleaning, and I got the brakes working, and then I just sat my new seat in here and started working on it. Well, I did all this outside. Oh, I put new tires on. I'm going to build a shifter cart. But, problem. Right there is a big kink in the main frame, and I don't know if I can get that. These have to be within thousandths because the front ends on these work weird. Okay, I'll show you on mine. When you steer left, it actually picks the left back tire off the ground as you do it. And because these have live axles, they would not steer if all four wheels were on the ground. So the problem with that one being kinked is it won't steer left. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Either try to straighten that, which it's got to be within thousandths of an inch, or what should I do? Maybe use this other Merlin, but I don't have all the plastics for it. So I've got a little problem. I got a brand new engine coming. I got new exhaust coming. I got everything to build a shifter cart. I got sprockets coming. So, and it all fits the other cart. So I might have to change axles. I might have to change everything. I won't paint it this year. I'll paint it next year. I want to get it going and drive it on the track. So I'll let you guys know what I decide. Okay, I didn't do it all on video, but I have been tearing this go-kart apart and putting it back together and beating on it and tearing it apart, so I could hit it and putting it back together. And of course, I stuffed this full, packed stuff in it so that can't shrink while I'm beating on it. But it was twisted under this way, and there was a kink underneath. Well, I flipped the whole go-kart upside down and beat it back until that kink was gone underneath, and now she looks nice and straight. And like I said, I tried it back on a couple times, and this last time I saw the wheel was up a little bit. Well, I had a little bit back here yet, but now I think that baby is straight. So we're gonna put it back together and see if our alignment works out. Okay, so I took this thing apart. It was kinked right there and the wheel was sticking up. So I took it apart about 10 times and bent it and put it back together and put it down and bent it and put it back together and put it down. I made this long piece of metal here with a hole in it and that pin on the floor there, and I stuck it through there. And I pried and I got it. I now have straight front wheels. I put the square on them, made sure they were straight up and down, all tilted in about evenly. And I think I got it. Now I can do my shifter cart out of this one. I was actually going to find another frame, but I think I got this one. I don't know if everybody knows this, but as you steer these go-karts left, the back wheel comes off the ground. The left wheel. Now as you steer right, the right wheel comes off the ground. Well, they're nice and even now. And they really want to stay straight, these go-karts. They just want to stay straight. That's why your arms get so tired running them, because it's hard to steer them. Well, I got my go-kart frame, got it straightened, we're good to go. Now I'm going to finish it and get my engine on it and stuff. So I got the front end buttoned up on this and had some parts come in today. We got 4 different size sprockets, so I can gear this thing at whatever I want. We got a GPS speedometer. The only problem is it's an OBD set up, and I'm not going to have that on the go-kart, but I might be able to figure out how to make it all work. And my exhaust, it's supposed to be a high flow exhaust. Well, inside the hole here, look at the size of that weld. It's blocking off, wow, it's blocking off a big section of port. So I'm going to grind all that out of there, because you want high flow on these racing engines. So the rest of it looks pretty good though. So we'll see what happens next. Well, I got this far anyway. I got everything done. I got cables here for the choke, or for the throttle and the clutch, and got my new exhaust. I got the front end straightened out. Got everything done. Now I'm just waiting for an engine. I'm getting a brand new engine for this thing. It's going to be a shifter engine, of course. But I had to quit on the go-kart for a little while to fix chainsaws and do some other chainsaws. And I sold my cousin this really nice tractor, and oh my god, I drove it around here for a long time, hours and hours. I graded that property up there, back dragged it with the plow and everything, and this tractor ran great. Well, the carburetor messed up, so I got a new carb coming for it. And I just figured I'd brief everybody on this stuff, because, you know, I want to keep the go-kart video going, but I got to do other things. So I'm waiting on a carb for this, and more fun. Well, I didn't want to bore everybody with fixing chainsaws and weed whackers. There's a carburetor here, and I got rid of most of my chainsaw projects, and I got 2 weed whackers over here, and I got 1 chainsaw there I got to finish. But I was doing a video of my go-kart. Well, I'm waiting on parts for that. I wanted to do a video of this snapper, and waiting on a carburetor for that. And when parts come in, I'll do some more. I have a bunch of nice newcomers on my channel. Thanks to my buddy Darren. Thank you for coming, people. I have more video stuff to do. I should have showed you this one in here. This one here is an articulating 4-wheel drive frame, and I have a transmission for it here somewhere. I have there's the coupling over there. I have a transmission under there for it. Oh, no, there it is, under there. It's a big hydrostatic unit. And here's a Kubota diesel under here for it. And so after I get these go-karts and these other things done, I'm going to be working on that tractor. Here's my truck out here, and just figure I'll show you some of this stuff. This little log splitter I picked up a couple of years ago and redid it. I put a Harbor Freight engine in a new pump, and I built a tank for it, and you know, I got that one going. I didn't do a video. The video thing is kind of new to me. Trying to get some nice content out there. Well, this tractor here I bought down the street. I modified a plow to it off a Polaris. It's a hydrostatic drive, hydrostatic lift. I'm going to do some modifications on this one too. I'm going to, I hate the way they made them hand lever drive. I'm going to take the clutch and put a foot pedal there to drive it. And of course I need chains and some other stuff. And just showing you around. And there's another go-kart project over there. I've been using it for parts. I don't know if I'll ever finish that one, but I'm definitely going to finish the one in the garage. I'm just waiting on a cool engine. I got a nice engine coming. It's going to be a shifter cart, of course. So I'm going to get back to videos of this stuff as soon as parts come in, and I'll give you guys some good content. And here's another one I got to finish up. I got this running for the guy, and it's a beautiful bike. I just got to finish it up like everything else. And I have a trike frame. I'm going to build another trike with a differential axle and Not sure which engine I'm using. I got the Ghost engine. I got this Intech engine. And then I got another brand new Predator over here. And there's fenders and wheels and hubs. And, you know, I'm going to be building. So I'll keep busy. Right now I'm waiting on parts. So just figured I'd do a little video for the newcomers here. Thanks for coming. I'll try to keep things interesting. Hey, you know, I figure I'll do one more thing while I'm here. Anybody recognize this? It was in one of my buddy's videos while I was up there, and people were asking questions about it. Well, it's not a sport bike. It looks cool from the front, but it's a scooter. It's the Honda Silverwing, and it's in one of my buddy's videos, and I rode up to visit. He comes down to visit. We've been friends many years. A lot of fun together. Hope to get together again soon. You know, you guys have fun?